Another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And today we enjoyed Fireball.
It was pretty good, yeah.
There we go.
What's wrong with Fireball?
No, you cannot. You cannot.
I could do 2, 3, 4, maybe 10 shots.
Maybe one day we shall.
Yeah. When I get 200,000 positives.
There you go.
There you go. All right. First out the box, awesome antiquarian. How's it going? Lovely Linda's in the house. Awesome Artie's here.
You're not going to click on Artie so I can say Guten Tag?
Right. Well, I had to hear it again from you. I don't mind if anyone else says, but go on, say it. Here we go.
Oh, my God.
Oh, by the way, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, thank you. Farfignugan.
Exactly, yes. Brett Farfignugan. Marvelous Michael's in the house. Triple J, 4 weeks in a row. This is record setting. Boom! And Delightful Dawn's here.
Hello.
Popular Periwinkle's here. Hi.
Wow. This time it's 4 weeks, 2 days.
That's the official date?
Yeah.
A month. Holy cow. What? Oh, you told me I'm not. March something or other. Right? Your birthday. I do listen sometimes, but not all the time. Danny Dave's here. How's it going?
And great to have you all aboard. We're going to have a fun show tonight as a really, really big shoe. Well, we'll start it off as we always do. Saying hello to the next person.
Happy fun's in the house. How you doing?
Oh, there we are. That is a lucky catch, all right.
Nice.
Oi.
Yeah.
So we'll start it off as we usually do. How are sales out there? Curious to how everybody out there is doing. Why don't you start us all off, Mr. Magazine?
Say across the board, they're good enough.
Okay.
So, it's average at best, but I'm getting by. It's not like I'm not nervous. I'm like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Sales are horrible. But they're just enough where, one day eBay's low, Amazon's a little better. One day Amazon's low, eBay's better, the website's better. So we're averaging out right now, which, we're getting by, so I can't complain.
How about anybody else out there? Somebody else walked in.
Morris in the house. How you doing?
There you go. Sales been good. All right. That's good to hear.
Bad.
Thank you.
Cool colors in the house.
I've been a little sluggish. I'm getting by.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. How about you?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. They were good until the big game.
I was going to say the Super Bowl had to affect
the big game.
It was a big game, and
the big game.
I fell asleep after halftime.
Can't say those words. Big game. I don't want to get sued.
Can you say like Swifty?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Was on the road from Dallas to NYC last week. Got crickets falling away mode. Began recovering over the weekend. The first couple of days today was good. After Sunday with the big game, it was okay until the evening, which is what I expected. And then it's been kind of slow this week so far. But then again, you had the big game.
Yeah.
And then the day after, of course, everybody was a little sluggish and whatever.
Of course.
Yeah. And then with Valentine's Day being today, which is why I'm wearing a pink shirt.
And my wife's 50th birthday tomorrow.
Right, which everybody celebrates.
Yeah, that's going to hurt sales big time because then she's probably too busy to buy stuff, right?
Well, it's going to hurt everybody else's sales, not yours. She doesn't buy from you.
Exactly.
Haven't had a sale today. Yeah, so it was kind of slow for sure today. As to the other sites, one a day. There you go.
It's like a Lay's potato chip.
I ended up having. Did you see Patrick Mahomes? He won the MVP of the big game.
Yes, I did see that.
I think that's what they said.
Shocking. Very shocking.
Big game MVP.
Yeah.
Sold 2 items on $1 Million Peddlers over on eBay and 4 items on Etsy.
They did say, by the way, not getting off target here, but he is the most valuable Patrick. Like they don't know any Patrick in the whole world, that's more popular than him right now.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
I don't think he's the most valuable, like dollar wise. I'm sure he's super rich.
Patrick Duffy?
He's got more money than Patrick Duffy. Yeah, of course.
Wow. Of course. Yeah. Of course he does.
I mean, that guy's got 80s money. So where's he going? Unless he was a great investor.
Promoted 27 promoted out of 55 sales, so roughly 50%.
Jeff's in the house. How's it going?
And offers 66 out of 169. Last year I had about 145 same period. So actually more offers than usual right now, which is kind of interesting.
Awesome. Monique's in the house. How's it going?
Oh, good call. Patrick Stewart.
Patrick
Stewart.
Yeah.
Good call.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got more money than Mahomes. Well, does he? I don't know. Maybe.
How about Dan Patrick?
Mahomes is making $50 million a year plus everything else. So it's
that's
close.
true.
Yeah.
How about buys? Is anybody out there buying? Why don't you start off, Mr. Magazine?
As a matter of fact, Aaron is in. Let's see. They drove down to Georgia tonight, picked up a collection. Tomorrow they're going to South Carolina. Then the next day they're going to North Carolina, and then they got to go back to Connecticut before they come to see me Saturday because the last trip last week they didn't have enough room to pick up another couple thousand magazines. So busy.
Are you listing and selling any of these magazines?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why
Just
would I be
making sure.
buying that? Of course.
I don't know. That was why I wanted to check.
Yes. That's what all that's selling right now is those types of magazines.
10-cent book. Whoa, those are nice. Those are definitely nice. You gonna say hi to Steven?
All right,
Steven came in.
We're getting there. Super Steve, how's it going? Marvelous.
Post a picture of Trump and Biden on the wall and honor. Hey, local Mike. Yes, we'll get right on that.
Yeah.
Exactly. St. Patrick. Yeah, he's
popular. Yeah.
He's got 1,500 money. So if he invested well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, nice, Linda. Good to see.
Patrick here. Yeah, there.
The Patricks are all over the place here.
Yeah, definitely some good Patricks.
Yeah, there are.
How about your buys this week?
Oh, I'm glad that you asked me. So I was sick of having 2 straight weeks of not buying. So I said, I'm going to go to an estate sale.
Okay.
So I ended up going to 3 estate sales on Saturday. Took Mrs. Papergoy and went around and went up to breakfast and everything. So that was nice. Mm-hmm. First estate sale I went around. They had magazines, $2 a piece. I found a couple of magazines there that were okay. And then some songbooks and all that stuff. But I got the buy of the century.
Wow. That's a strong statement. Wow. Well, I mean, you're talking. All right. Go ahead. What'd you get?
$3.
Okay.
For a laundry basket that's this size,
mm-hmm.
filled with coat hangers. There have to be about 150 coat hangers in there. My wife.
Are they like Victorian? Or
No. They're plastic coat hangers. Mrs. Papergoy always says we need coat hangers. Where are the coat hangers? I came out with the biggest smile on my face carrying this big basket filled with 150 for $3. Well, the best part is when I got to the counter, this estate sale has which I didn't even realize, they have a loyalty program, and I got 25% off. So I paid $2.25 for 150 coat hangers and a laundry basket.
Wow,
that's a pretty darn good deal. 60s paperbacks in German, published in German. Any idea where I should sell them? Ooh. Probably eBay. I probably would do eBay on those.
Say to you, that would have been funny.
Probably eBay on those.
I was selling to me.
No, not Bakelite, just regular coat hangers. But hey, if you price coat hangers, I was talking to somebody, they're $2.24 for 10 of them at Walmart.
Yeah, I think the dollar store is a little cheaper, but still, you don't know what you're getting.
Picked up $25 to $30 worth of coat hangers, so pretty happy about that.
You remember that?
There you go. So then I went over to the second sale, which was a local estate sale company that has higher price stuff. You would know who they are. They're the high priced ones around here that own a building. And I went on the third day of a 4-day sale.
Okay.
And believe it or not, there were actually for $1 a piece some Golden Age comic books.
Wow. Holy cow.
I don't know how everybody walked by them.
So if this is the people that I know,
mm-hmm.
they usually ask me to look at the stuff and price stuff out. So they must have really thought because were they rough condition? Like you'd think a Golden Age would be in.
Yeah, they're not great condition.
Yeah. They're like, they're nothing.
Yeah, I mean, they're all funny, or not even funny animals, Archie and stuff like that. Yeah. But $1 a piece for Golden Age stuff, you cannot argue with that. And then I went to the last sale and got a small pile of books and magazines. I don't know, 10, 12 items. I walk up, the guy goes, I don't know, $2. I go, that sounds good. I can work with that.
They just don't care about this.
They want that stuff gone. Yeah. They want the stuff gone. So that was my buying. Tomorrow.
It's like a leper colony.
Thank you.
I don't want to touch it.
Tomorrow, hopefully I can, my day job's really close to a library sale. So hopefully I'm able to make it over to a library sale tomorrow. So that should be fun as well. So those were my buys. Glitch on, she'll tell you about a glitch that she found in there because she texted me with or emailed me with a glitch that she had found.
Oh, she's on Whatnot too?
Well, Whatnot did have the glitch this week. I started the auction yesterday.
I wish Vegas had a line on this. I would be a rich man.
eBay does a pretty fair share too.
Oh, I don't care about eBay.
but did the fun thing that will hopefully not happen when Mr. Magazine does the auctioning on President's Day at 3 p.m.
Which I heard is Monday.
I've heard that as well. I went over to start the first item, and remember this happened when you were doing the auctioneering as well. $0 starting price, 1 minute auction. You couldn't do anything at all, and you had to exit the auction and come back. So we had that glitch. So that's a wonderful glitch. That's really the only glitch that I had seen, though. And then it's hit or miss. But the change that I'm seeing is that they're having category suggestions over on eBay are coming back sometimes. I had it back for one item. So I don't know how it's back for one item and not. Oh, there we are. Bulk items. Some of the titles, prices, and SKUs look like they disappeared. When I published them, they were fine. See, but here's the thing, Dawn. How many people had that happen and didn't publish because they thought there was a problem? That was, because of the SKU. Yeah. So some people may not have published them because they were like, oh, that's a problem. Thanks to Local Mike, who chastised Mr. Magazine for us not saying Local Mike's idea. Item of the week. Item that I did pick up at that estate sale for $1.
Wow.
Is Jughead Annual #1. And believe it or not, this is even with the damage in the back and everything. This is still about $150 comic book.
I was going to guess $100. Wow.
Yeah, $150 comic book.
And it's amazing that these people that are high priced don't do their due diligence on stuff like that.
Well, it's also amazing that this sits out there for 3 days. There was the third day of the sale.
Yeah.
Now it was $2 the first day, so I could see why somebody wouldn't want to buy it.
Big difference, yeah.
But yeah, when you see these old Archies, a lot of people pass them by, don't want them just because they're old Archies and they don't think they have any value. But when you pick an item like this up for $1, you're pretty happy.
Yeah.
I'd have to say. So the stuff is out there. Definitely do keep looking. And the other item of the week, we got a double bonus here. I want to thank Flippin' Roo, and I want to thank Popeye's Postcards. Remember how last week I had a hold in a fart? Flippin' Roo won this for me and sent it, and it's got a little place over there with things that subscribers send. This was item number 37 in Popeye's Postcard over on Whatnot. And take a look. He claims that looks like me. Does it?
A little older, a little more established.
No, I still got time. Yeah. But I want to thank Flippin' Roo for sending over here. Looks like I have to hold in the fart. I'm Papergoy. So thank you very much, Flippin' Roo, and thank you very much, Popeyes. Continue. Okay. I have to send a President's Day email reminder now. There you go.
I knew it was coming up.
There you go. Insulting offer of the week. We had quite a lot of insulting offers. Mr. Magazine had and I don't even know what this is. It's from 1985. It's incomplete. It's Snarl's Transformer.
Yep.
Is that Snarl's Barkley?
No, just Snarl.
Okay. You wanted $34 on it. You got a $5 offer on it. Now, how did you price out at 35 or 34?
Well, I think they had the box too. It was complete. It had, I think it was.
All because the listing said it wasn't complete,
but it had a bunch of the parts with it. Because I remember it being all laid out. But still, say a mint complete one's 50 or 60. We're going to go $30, $35. I'm taking offers, whatever. But we'll take a $25 or $30 offer. We're not going to take a $5
offer. Yep. And then Mr. Magazine had a lot of price guides, a whole bunch of that is true. Had a whole bunch of price guides asking about $17 each, and the guy made you a whole bunch of offers of $6. It would be Fireball today. Fireball.
That's it. That's all we get from that.
Fireball. I can't do the music today. You had a Phil Hansen full-size football. You were asking $49 on it. The gentleman offered $16, and then he was nice enough to raise it to $20. You declined both of them.
The ball alone goes for probably $70. It's just crazy.
So basically what you're saying is Phil Hansen's autograph removes $26 of value.
Yes, it makes it worth a lot less.
Nice. Mr. Magazine had G.I. Joe small figures. He was asking around $30 a piece. Gentleman made 30 offers on them, 30 different ones at around $8 a piece. So you were asking essentially $900 and he offered $240.
It's crazy. It's not like none of them are selling. We sell them every day. So, our prices are fair. And it might knock $5 off or 10% or whatever. But come on, that's just ridiculous.
Maybe he thought because he was buying so many of them.
Yeah, maybe.
And then you had a 1995 Upper Deck sealed football hobby box asking $70.38. Now, what did that go for originally?
It was probably 50 to 60 when it came out.
Okay, so it hasn't really appreciated
It
much.
probably
But
peaked during COVID to 100. Now it's down to whatever, 60, 70 maybe.
so that would be higher than the $30 you got offered?
Yes.
The original retail would be higher than the $30 you got offered?
Yeah, it's probably the same guy that keeps offering me 50, then 40, then 30. And he thinks I'm going to bite.
You had, and again, this is another one I don't know, but it doesn't look like the Hot Wheels crew made it yet today. Maybe they'll watch it on a replay. You had Hot Wheels gray Odd Rod from 1976. You were asking $58 for it, and you got an $18 offer. So that's an old Hot Wheels there.
Yeah.
I had the Zorro 7 from Dell Comics. I was asking $10. I got a $3 offer. 4 whiskeys in on it. Wow, nice. Nice. Then I had a 1973 Newsweek magazine. I was asking $13. I got a $4 offer. People are, offering. I mean, they're offering 30% essentially. I had a Ready Kilowatt editorial cartoon from the 1960s, which I thought was really cool. Picked it up at Heritage.
Yeah.
I was asking $124. The guy offered $35, which is less than I paid for it over at Heritage.
It's crazy.
I'm not going to sell a one of a kind from 1960s for that.
Excuse me.
I'd have to do research on that. That's pretty cool, though. That is pretty cool on that, to definitely say the least. I had a Buffalo Everybody's Got to Be Someplace program, which I guess is always true, from 1969. $32. That's got to be a really rare program.
Yeah.
Guy offered $7.75 with free shipping.
They really don't want it. I mean, to be honest, that's crazy.
And the best one of all today, the winner of the week, I had Royal Shakespeare Company program lot of 20 from the 1960s. I wanted $82. 1960s. I wanted $82, so $4 a piece, which I think is more than reasonable. Free shipping. The guy offered $25, so like $1.10 a piece, free shipping. I declined.
Yeah.
2 days later, he makes the same offer.
Well, maybe he forgot, or you think it's someone else you like better.
I declined and said, "No worries, I didn't miss your insulting offer the first time." And then I used the band hammer on him.
Oh, that's great.
All right, sounds good. A guy asked me for my name and address to send a check. I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that or not, but I gave it to him.
Yeah, I don't think so anymore.
Yeah, he sent the check. I got the check, and I sent the item out to him. So
okay.
I don't know. Hopefully the check clears. Then I did make an offer to a buyer. He responded back, "Thank you for your offer. I will not be able to accept it."
What were you buying?
No, I made him an offer.
Oh.
And he's like, "I will not be able to buy it." I'm like, okay.
Wow.
Thank you for letting me know. I send like 20 of these out a day. I don't really pay attention. Got a Amazon sale. The person emailed, "This book did not arrive. Help." The funny thing is, it's a building in Rochester that I've been to before and it's got a common area in the front. I said, I've been to your building before. It's got a common area in front. Ask the neighbors, ask the super, ask anybody. I know what your building is.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Customer emailed me buying a die-cast car. Want to ship to a different address. Usually my manager prints at night and printed it, and I wasn't in the next day or something, and it went out to the original address. And the guy's fuming about it.
Okay.
I'm in trouble. I got to give him a refund, probably. Because if eBay reads it, I mean, we should.
No. You have to ship to the eBay address. Yeah, you have to ship.
Even if they say change it, and you can change it. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
He goes, "What are we going to do about this?" I go, "I don't know. I'll have to look into it." I was hoping it would get forwarded to his house.
Right. It may, but
a week ago. But yeah.
Yeah. No. You have to ship it to the original address.
Gotcha.
Yep. Mr. Magazine had a weird situation. He had a Crown Vic Greenlight 164 car. Got a message from the guy. "Could you keep an eye out for me on who actually keeps driving this auction up so high? I know that it is good for you, but something strange has been happening lately. Ever since I refused some guy's scam and called him out on it, it's like every auction that I bid on, some opposing person drives it way up through the roof, to the point a few sellers have even told me they never come through with the payment. It just seems fishy. It's literally little things that someone will counterbid on to drive up behind and sense in normal," whatever that means, "to drive up behind and sense in normal. The only thing that cannot be tampered with or to buy nows, and I'm just trying to put some extra eyes on it because I may need to just start a whole new account if I'm going to continue to be trolled like this. So I'll kind of keep my eyes on it and see if the item ends up getting paid for or not. But
I'm sure eBay doesn't know if there's some, shield bidding or scamming going on or something.
yeah, I would think so. Did you notice, and I don't know if anybody else noticed this or not, it was kind of interesting. Go into PayPal. There now is an option in PayPal where it says you can make what they call PayPal mass payment. You can pay up to 5,000 people at a time and not pay a fee.
Who's using this?
I was going to ask you that, Mr. Magazine.
It could be a business that has 5,000 employees and they all got to get paid, but it's a different increments. I mean,
I don't know. I have no idea
that would be
who needs to pay five. Imagine filling in 5,000 email addresses. So I don't know who is using that. I don't know who it's for, but there's that option now on PayPal. So if you need to pay 5,000 people, hello at papergoy.com should be one of them. Gotta try.
Yeah.
You gotta try. Uh-oh. Hopefully.
No, we froze. No, we didn't freeze. We're moving.
Yeah.
Maybe she lost you on that comment you just made about the 5,000.
Okay. Hopefully. Let us know we're live.
Unfortunately, we didn't really lose you.
Thanks. 1904 Napier Sampson 148 is up for auction. It's the first American car to go over 100 miles per hour.
Wow.
Here's the crazy thing. It's going to sell for over $1 million. Oh, okay. It's going to sell for over $1 million. But here's the thing. The car was sold for scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Then they took the engine and repurposed it as a boat engine. And it set the world record for boat engine at the time. Then they found the engine. The guy found the engine and bought it. Then he rebuilt the car around it from the original schematics. And it's going to go for $1 million. Whoa. Thank you, Guide Guru. Definitely do appreciate it. We're on our way to buying the Napier Sampson L48. So, yeah. So basically, he bought the engine.
Yeah.
And rebuilt the car around it, and it's going to go for $1 million. That's
crazy.
Insane.
He probably got a good deal too.
Oh yeah, because he just bought the engine, but then again, he put a lot of work into it too.
Sure. Oh, it's the restoration and this stuff.
Andreas Vesalius. I think that was my radio name when I was over in Italy. He had a second edition book, The Fabric of the Human Body, from 1555, which had notes from the author in the book about ideas that the author had for a third edition of the book.
Wow.
A gentleman up in Canada bought it in 2007 for $14,000.
Okay.
Sold it now at Christie's, $2.2 million.
That's crazy.
That's a bit of a return on investment.
Yeah.
14,000, although it might be Canadian money, so that might be like $12. I'm not sure. Have you ever had the Harley Davidson?
Don, that's not right.
Thank you. Have you ever had the Harley Davidson Enthusiast magazine?
It sounds familiar. I'm going to say yes.
It's the smaller size magazines with Harley Davidson. Somebody got one from 1956, graded 9.2.
Wow.
Went for $200.
That's it.
It's about a $20 magazine ungraded, maybe 30.
It is 70 years old and it's a 9-something.
9.2, yeah.
The problem they're saying about these graded ones, there's not people looking for them, certain ones. If you get something really obscure and it's the only one, that's great. But is anyone looking for it? That's the problem. Is a Harley collector care
that it's graded?
Yeah, I mean, they want to buy it and look and, what was the clothing then, or what was the different
the cycles then, or whatever. Yeah, right.
Yeah, they don't get like a collector, like a comic collector, say, it's slabs or something. This
right.
is grade. It's high grade. They don't care. Hence $200.
Wow. So I got an email, as you did, Mr. Magazine, from a local show promoter saying that the show was this weekend, and it was many hours before the game.
Is this the comic show?
No, sports card show.
Oh, is this the sports card show?
Yes. But the email said many hours before the game. So he apparently was afraid of getting sued by the NFL because the NFL might think that a local sports card show was that he was people would get confused and think that it was associated with the NFL some way. So I went online.
So say the show's starting at 10 o'clock. He can't say it's starting at 10 o'clock.
No, he can say it started at 10 o'clock.
What does he not think he can say?
It's starting before the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's why. Did I say it?
So if you say that, he thinks they're going to sue him.
I said the word.
Wow.
I meant big game. Big game. So I went online and checked. And this is from a lawyer, from a lawyer's site. Around this time every year, there are lots of ads talking about the big game. Essentially, whatever it takes to say their thing is for the Super Bowl without actually using the word. I've heard that this is because the NFL will sue you for doing this, but I don't understand why this would be the case. And basically, what the lawyer answered was, there is a general belief that a term being trademarked means that it's illegal to use the term without permission from the trademark holder, but that is false. It is illegal only if done in a manner that suggests endorsement by the trademark holder. For instance, selling a football as a Super Bowl football would be trademark infringement, as it implies NFL involvement. Simply talking about the Super Bowl, such as saying our construction company built the stadium the Super Bowl is being played in, is not trademark infringement. Simply using a trademark term to discuss the thing it refers to without implying endorsement is known as nominative use. So there you go. However, even if one would be on solid legal footing and could win a lawsuit on the basis of nominative use, one might avoid using a trademark to avoid the hassle of being sued. That being said, I don't think anybody thinks that the local card show is affiliated with the NFL.
And what would they be suing? Say he makes $2,000.
Exactly.
What are they going to sue him for?
I'm thinking
$500 of it. It wouldn't be the whole show.
Hey, Ron, been a
How's it
while.
going, Ron?
But my other thought was, think about the free publicity he gets. Like, the NFL sues a local card show guy.
True, yeah.
It's all over the place. Everybody knows your show. They're not going to win anything. Really, you said, what are they going to win from you?
Right. Exactly.
It's kind of crazy, but I'm scared to use the word too.
Some of the lawyers make a lot more than that per hour.
Big game.
The big game lawyers getting a lot more than $2,000 per hour. Probably.
Sure they do. I am certain that they do. Exactly, or form an LLC to start the card show in, and if it gets sued, which it won't. Kind of crazy on that, though. And this is a bit of a follow-up here. You may remember a while ago, Mr. Magazine does not, there was an item of the week.
No.
This fine comic book right over here that I showed you that I picked up in Allentown, The Out of the World. And
nobody remembers this.
Mr. Magazine took this and had his person clean it up as best they could, set it in to get graded, and it came back a 1.0, which I'm happy with. It looks a lot better than it did when I gave it to him. Mr. Magazine got the comic books back from CGC today. And Mr. Magazine sent me a picture of this comic book and says, any interest in buying this? I said, given that it's my comic book, not really. So Mr. Magazine is trying to sell me back my own stuff. Thank goodness.
It's been a while. I can't keep track of what I got. What's yours? What's not yours?
Thank goodness all of you are out there as witnesses that was mine. I said, watch the tape.
Nobody remembers it. It's not a memorable comic.
So he's trying to sell me back my own stuff. Only Mr. Magazine could do that. Alrighty, we're flying today. Great show so far. Mr. Magazine, we, as resellers, we need to make hay while the sun is shining. Take it away.
So is that like strike while the iron's hot?
Yes.
Is this kind of the same thing?
It would be.
So you want to know, like, to do this, do I do this? What's your question?
Take it however you want to take it. It's half your show.
You can only do it if the opportunity presents itself. So, for example, Aaron is in Georgia today. Well, it was a great opportunity, but I wouldn't just. So there's four states he's going in over the next 3 days. If he had to just go to one of these states, not worth it. So we have to orchestrate it where, hey, let's wait and see if there's something else nearby. So that's where I'm striking while the iron's hot. We're making it happen where it normally would not happen. So, and a lot of times these people don't want to ship items, or even medium mail. One of the deals is like 2,000 DVDs, which you can ship medium mail.
Right.
But does a guy want to pack up 30 boxes and ship them out, go to the post office? So,
I'm going to say no.
Right. So these are a lot of deals that we would normally miss out on. Luckily, I have Aaron, but also that we can orchestrate it where I'm going to come by this weekend. I'm going to see you one day, and then come back to Rochester and drop off with me. Whereas, like I said, if it's just a guy in Connecticut or just a guy in North Carolina, no. So we make it happen and then restrike.
Okay. A couple of people are commenting. I think people enjoyed the fact you're trying to sell me my own thing back.
Yeah.
If I remember, you always say from scamming, you say, there you go.
That's true. Yeah. Very true. I don't know what's going on. It's pretty well, dementia runs in my family. My grandmother had it. My mother had it. I feel like my sister, my manager, doesn't remember a lot of stuff. So I thought I had it when I couldn't remember Tracy Morgan's name when I was watching SNL skits with my son.
Nice. So I have had a tough last couple of weeks. Mr. Magazine gave me a call today, as a matter of fact, and I more or less hung up on him at one point. And why did I hang up on you, Mr. Magazine? Other than the fact you're annoying. What was the other reason?
Train someone? So
you
retire and, live in Tahiti?
Yes. I have heard a rumor that I will be retiring in 4 weeks, 2 days. And I've got... They actually hired somebody, and I took the trainee out yesterday. I took the trainee out today. So I was training the last couple of days, and I did it a couple of weeks ago as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm also getting down near the finish line for the day job. I've got a lot of loose ends I want to tie up because I don't want to dump a bunch of garbage on any other auditor. Right. So I've been working, crazy as it sounds. I'm supposed to be mailing it in at the end, and I'm not mailing it in. I'm working harder than I usually do, just because I don't want to. I just don't want to leave the other people in a lurch.
Now this train, he's taking over all your routes or whatever.
No, they've got a certain area.
It's going to be big shoes to fill. It's going to be tough to just take over and expect they're going to get Papergoy.
That would be true. Now they're putting them way out in the country areas as well. This is a trainee type deal, so he learns out there. But I've been really, really busy. I've been so busy lately that you get a fleet of old waste trucks to cruise around, bring out your collectibles.
That's right.
But I've been so busy doing all this stuff. In fact, I only have the president. I have tomorrow's book sale over on Whatnot. I have the President's Day sale, and I have a Wednesday magazine sale. I haven't even had the time to put up more Whatnot auctions. And I may take a week or two hiatus from Whatnot, primarily just because I just don't have the time. This past weekend, with it being Valentine's Day, coming up and everything, today, we went to a Philippine Valentine's Day dinner one night, and then the next night we went out with friends. So that was 2 days that I wasn't able to do anything as well. Mm-hmm. So you got to make hay when the sun is shining, strike while the iron is hot. Luckily, I've done so enough that even though I'm not listing hardly anything right now, I've got the back stock of things listed.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like we've been striking for years. Yep. And everything around is
gravy.
Yeah, exactly.
And if for the next 4 weeks, 2 days, I can just do a little bit to get by, what I have to do, and maybe list a couple things, maybe find a day and list a Whatnot auction or two at some point.
Yeah,
great. But if all of a sudden, like maybe this weekend, with it being the President's weekend, long weekend, maybe I can make hay that weekend, because all of a sudden it's like, hey, I'm not going anywhere over the weekend. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I know Mrs. Papergoy's working Sunday. I'm going to have all day Sunday. Maybe I can sit down that day and do a lot of stuff that day, because I haven't been able to do stuff for the last couple of weeks, hardly.
Right.
So,
well, listing's one thing, but as far as making hay and finding collections, we've already done that. We don't need to, Again, Aaron didn't need to go down there, but these are great deals that I'm going to take advantage of. And one of them is actually a huge house that they contacted me years ago during COVID, that they must not know anyone down in Georgia to look at it, or South Carolina, maybe, whatever it is. There's so many I can't remember. But, the gentleman died, her family's had it, and they have money and they're busy, and it took them 2 years just to get back to me. And
wow.
Now they're just going there to look at it, just to see, like, hey, this room has this has that, and now we'll make a deal. But again, don't have to do it, because I have sea containers, pods, everything built up, where I'd love to not buy for a year, know, but again, if it's a deal that I'm going to take advantage of.
Right. Same type deal. You're right. Yeah. Exactly. You can get it now because you don't know what might be happening a year from now.
Right.
You know, all of a sudden, a year from now, your financial situation might be different. You might be able to do it. I must be missing something or other over there. But yeah, so just, I guess that's really what we're trying to say today is, when you have the opportunity, do what you need to do, because that tides you through the time when you don't have the opportunity. Right. You know, and right now I am super busy at the day job. I'm not able to do it. I don't have to buy. I mean, I did buy this past weekend just because, and I'm going to try to go to the book sale tomorrow, but I don't have to. If I don't make it, I don't make it. It's not the end of the world. Right. I've got enough stuff. I'll still have some sales coming in no matter what. If I have to skip a week of whatnot, I have to skip a week of whatnot. I can't not do so because obviously other things take precedent. All of a sudden I have a long weekend, or after I retire, hey, guess what? Then I can make hay and I can do what I need to do. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. For once, I'm actually going to do the rambling story of the week. About time. Jeez. You guys are off in your own little world today. Is it an African parrot?
It's Valentine's Day.
Or African sparrow? Or whatever they say. A swallow? Sparrow?
I don't want to get caught up in that one.
So big news. I officially put in my retirement paper. You are allowed to put it in 90 days in advance. I put my paper in February 9th. My official day of retirement is May 8th. I've got some time to burn off at the end. So the first day I was able to put it in, I put it in. So I put it on February 9th for May 8th. Now I'm not going to be working all the way to May 8th, obviously. So that's what I did. So I go on to the state retirement website. Now, are you familiar at all, Mr. Magazine, with the internet?
Yes.
Okay. Are you familiar with a website? Okay.
Yep.
In fact, you have your own website, right?
Correct. Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
When or what hours is your store, your physical store, open?
Technically 8 till 5.
Okay. So you're open 8 to 5, 7 days a week, 6 days a week?
So it would be 8 to 4 on Saturday, and then every other Sunday would be probably 9 to 12.
Okay. So you've got some set hours and all that.
Yeah.
How about MrMagazine.com?
24/7.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Why would the internet close down?
So I went on the retirement website for New York State, and I wanted to put my paperwork in. The retirement website for New York State is available Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 a.m. till 10 p.m.
So they actually shut it down.
If you go on
a Tuesday,
off hours, because I wanted to go on at like 6 in the morning, you cannot log in because the website is not available for use.
Well, at least they're sticking to it.
It's a freaking website.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Okay, I put in my paperwork.
Let's say they get 10,000 emails a week. Wouldn't you rather have 1,500 emails a day or 3,000 a day for 3 days?
Well, the other side of it is I had to put my paperwork in. I didn't interact with anybody.
Right.
I just put my paperwork in. So I got a message yesterday. There is a new notification in your account.
Okay.
I go to check my notification. It was off hours. I couldn't log into my account to see what the notification is. Now, all the notification said is, something or other, we've received this. It's literally what the notification said. I couldn't check it at 6 o'clock because it was before it was open.
So they must have people running their website, people doing chats, people answering emails, people answering calls. So so this is probably what's happening. I'm just guessing. Monday they get swamped. They can't handle all the workload Monday. Now they have to shut it down so they can all answer and fix things Tuesday.
But you could still keep it open for people to look.
It makes sense.
You could still keep it open for people to look.
Right.
And then the wonderful.
What if the DMV did that? It would make sense because, hey, we're overloaded Monday, Fridays, we're overloaded. Then there's carryover for the weekend. So
Well, then I go to put in my paperwork, and I had to send along a. That reminds me, John. Remind me about DOS, and I'll tell another quick story at the end. I may have told this one before, but I'll tell another quick story. So then I go on, and I have to because you got to get direct deposit.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got to send in the direct deposit form with a voided check. You got to upload that, and you got to upload proof of your age. So I found my birth certificate, and because Mrs. Papergoy is the beneficiary, I had to send proof of hers as well.
Yeah.
So I scan them all to upload them. No, they have to be in PDF format. You can't do it any other way. Well, I don't know how the heck to do a PDF. So I ended up having to get the free subscription for 7 days to Adobe to convert them all to PDF to upload them in order to get them up. So I got those all up.
Right.
I have never heard that, but that reminds me, and I may have told this story before, but you're not too far off on that, Triple J. During the pandemic, the website crashed for the New York Department of Labor, and and I may have told you this before, Mr. Magazine, but a young reporter, obviously, was giving the news story about the crashing because the Department of Labor's computers was all based on DOS, MS-DOS.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, everything crashed because it was based on an old operating system. They were using MS-DOS. I said, oh, yes, good old MS-DOS. So then I asked a random neighborhood kid, I showed it to him. I go, what is this? He goes, MS-DOS. I go, yep, I guess I'm old.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I'm old. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I have plenty of sunshine, but only during certain hours. So, yeah, that is the amazing thing about it. The New York State website is closed certain days. You can only even access your email or your notifications during certain hours. JPEG can be changed. PDF is set in stone. Integrity issue. Oh, see, but here's the problem. I don't know how to set it into PDF, so I had to use the Adobe in order to do that. If you have Microsoft Office, you can use that. Yeah, I don't. I'm cheap. I probably could figure out how to do it using Google, but it was just, I figured out how to do it the one way. Oh, see, I got to contact all you people. Probably does.
You're right.
Probably does. Well, I've got to think about 40 minutes to cancel my free subscription, and I won't have to pay. So maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. You guys are all much smarter than me. I'm still on MS-DOS. I want to thank you all for coming on by. Another fun show as always. Stop on by tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern for books over on Whatnot. And stop by President's Day, whenever that happens to be, at 3 p.m. for special guest auctioneer, Mr. Magazine, doing the Scotty Dog collection. And that's going to be a lot of fun because I'll be honest, he doesn't know 3/4 of the stuff that I put up. And he's going to be going without a net, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Never seen this.
Chain him to the listening chair until he catches up. That very well could be true. All right, everybody, hit the like button if you could. Fun little show, and we will see you next video.
Valentine's Day. Take care. Goodbye.